Okay, so Ashley, this is 2C. Once again, you got off to a good start. We need to start with this expression. This expression on the left has to equal 0, just as you said. And so I struggled for a moment, and I looked at this, and I go, well, wait a minute. We've got one equation and two unknowns. There's simply no way to solve this without a second equation and the same two unknowns. And then I realized, oh yeah, once again, we go back to that first equation. But first, we simplify this expression by gathering x squared, well, putting x squared on the left and then gathering the y terms on the right. So anyway, x squared equals 6y minus 3y squared. And now we can plug this value, this expression on the right, in for x squared. So let's go back to the first equation and do that. And actually, they made it somewhat simple for us. It's just y cubed plus y times x squared. So here's our first substitution for x squared, plus x squared. So again, substitute for x squared. And then we have minus 3y squared equals 0. Okay, so we just have to expand the second term here. So y cubed plus 6y squared minus 3y cubed plus 6y minus 3y squared equals 0. And conveniently, the y squared terms cancel out. So we have a 6y squared minus a 3y squared minus a 3y squared. And we're left with negative 2y cubed plus 6y. And we're going to factor out y. And we're left with 6 minus 2y squared has to equal 0. So one solution would be y equals 0. However, when we go back and look at the original curve, we can see that the tangent, once again, there's actually two tangents, or the tangent is undefined at y equals 0, because that's where the curve crosses over itself. So it must be the case that we're looking for the solution where 6 minus 2y squared equals 0, or in other words, y squared equals 6 divided by 2, or 3, or y equals plus or minus the square root of 3. And then what you can do is go back and plug, let's say, well, you can go back to one of the two equations. Why don't you go back to this one and plug in plus or minus the square root of 3 for y, and then solve for x.